After you complete your care and you apply your gel base, you want to go ahead and grab Syrup 38. This is a very pretty dark teal gel polish, and as you can see, it is not streaky. It has just the right hint of color, and I'm just going to randomly apply this all over the nail. Grab Syrup 38. This is a very pretty dark teal. It kind of has a colder blue undertone instead of like a reddish purple, and I think it complements the teal so well. Just go ahead and fill in those empty spots that you have and kind of blend it in. It's okay if it's not perfect. Go ahead and repeat the process from earlier so that way you can apply your second coat, and while that's happening, I just want to take the time to discuss one of Korea's hottest brands, which is Maria Atelier. It is the sister company of First Street Gels, and their syrups are amazing. Look at how transparent and glass-like these gels are. It is so hard to find a dark purple that doesn't have a reddish undertone, and the Maria Atelier gels nail it. So if you haven't tried them, I highly recommend that you check them out. You will not be disappointed. After you cure your colored base, you're going to want to go ahead and grab a non-wipe top coat. Because Maria Atelier and First Street are sister companies, you can use whatever First Street products you want with the Maria Atelier gels, which is perfect. So here I'm using First Street's Hooky non-wipe top coat. This top coat works beautifully with any type of chrome, powders, or details. Just go ahead and cure it in the lamp for 1 minute. After your top coat cures, you're going to want to grab your Bonnie B Satin Purple Beam Powder. This has a really nice bluish purple effect to it, and I'm just using the Myth Milo Easy Picker and the Abliz Apong sponges so that way I can grab some product. I like to tap the sponge out in the cap so that way I don't waste any excess product. And then I just kind of burnish it into the nail from here. I think this powder complements the blue and purple so well. I kind of don't like the way it looks on like a light color because I feel like it has like a slight yellow cast, but it looks so good on any dark polishes. And once you're done burnishing, just kind of dust away the excess. Next, you're going to want to grab your Sunbeck non-wipe top coat. I am in love with this because it is a 2-in-1 formula. So it acts as a builder and also acts as a top coat. It helps save you time and extra steps because it's just all in one. When you're working with nail films, always select a piece that has no dents or scratches in it so that way you can get the high shine luster effect. Unfortunately, mine's kind of did have a dent and I didn't catch it until a little bit later, so I just had to keep rolling with it. Also, when you're working with films, make sure to cut it so that way it's long enough to cover the entire nail bed and wide enough, but not so wide that it's going to cause the nail film to curve. Once it curves, it turns into glass nails and it doesn't give that high shine luster that we like in Aurora nail art. When I turned it to the side, you're going to notice that there was a bit of gel that was seeping out, and you just want to press that down with your flat brush and smooth out any seepage or any bumps. You may have noticed that I got a little bit of gel on the film, and that's completely okay because once we encapsulate it, no one's gonna ever be able to tell anyways. So you want to just go ahead and use your Sunbeck top coat and grab a nice bead of gel on your flat brush and then apply it to the film only. We do not want to put it on the other sides of the nails. We just want to cover the film in that. And I tried using other top coats and other builders to do this technique and I just didn't have any luck. I think because when I'm playing around with this, you're gonna see how it cures, or like how it flash cures particularly, is really important for this. And you also need a top coat that has very high transparency, which the Sunbeck does, so it's perfect for this technique. And in case you end up having like an uneven kind of application, just go ahead and flip the nail over if you need to, so that way everything pulls towards the apex and you have a nice arch. I'm using the Jello I'm Pro lamp, which I'm in love with, by the way, because all you have to do is touch the bottom to activate it. You only need to flash cure for about 5 seconds. Any longer and it's going to be very difficult to create the bubbles. Next, you want to grab a bunch of syringes. I got mine off of Amazon. I looked for the skinniest needle possible, and then you're going to go ahead and poke the needle into the gel. Poke one hole to help relieve pressure, and then you're going to poke another hole, and when you poke that second hole, you're going to gently push air into it. When you're pumping air into this design, make sure that you kind of press it slowly in. Don't just go ahead and use full force, because then the gel is going to end up seeping everywhere and it's just going to ruin the effect. So do it very gently and slowly. I noticed I had much more success with that, and then you only have a little bit of gel seeping from those holes that you created. And you can just use your flat brush to kind of smooth that out and wipe it before curing it in the lamp. Using your flat brush, you can manipulate the bubble placement before curing by just kind of pressing down on that uncured gel. That's how I created that long bubble at the bottom. And then you're going to cure for 1 minute. After that, grab your Sunbeck top coat again, and now we're going to focus on blending those side walls. So you only want to apply the gel to the side of the nail, and whatever excess is on your brush, you're going to kind of use that so that way we create a nice, smooth, seamless effect. After you encapsulate the side walls, don't forget to swipe down the center so that way you have even, smooth application. And if you feel that you still have some bumps going on, you can always flip your hand over or flip the nail over so that way the gel properly pools in all the right places. And then make sure you cure it in the lamp for 1 minute. Now that the gel is cured, we don't have to do anything else because we use the Sunbeck non-wipe top and clear combo. So this design is ready to go. It looks so good, and I can clearly see those bubbles and that high shine luster effect that we're going after. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and thanks for watching, everyone.